Novak, you and Carlos have kind of been missing each other over the last year at tournaments. If it is Carlos that you play, how much will you relish that occasion? And also a lot of players have talked about the kind of joy he brings to tennis, and I just wondered, what do you think he's brought to the sport?
Well, he carries himself very well. I mean, no doubt, very nice guy on and off the court, and brings a lot of intensity, of course, on the court. Reminds me of someone from his country, you know, that plays with left hand. He deserves his success, no doubt. You know, he's working hard, and he's a very complete player already, in only age, what is it, 20, 19, 20. So we played only once in Madrid last year. It was a 7-6 in the third for him. We haven't played since, and yeah, you're right. You know, most of the tournaments this year we were not in the same draw, but here we are. You know, if it comes to that match, that's the match that, you know, a lot of people want to see, and it's definitely the biggest challenge for me, you know, so far in the tournament. And if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. So, you know, he's definitely a guy to beat here. So I'm looking forward to that. But he has to win against Tsitsipas. Let's not forget about that. We cannot disrespect Stefanos, who has played, you know, finals here, and he's top player for many years. So let's see what happens tonight.
When you go from struggling a bit within a match to suddenly essentially perfect, that tiebreaker, that set that followed with one unforced error. Can you explain at all how you turn that around and make that switch? How much of it is a strategy thing, a mindset thing, a decision to maybe take fewer risks on shots, whatever the case may be?
Well, in the tiebreak, the format is such that, you know, you serve every 2 points, and every point matters, really. Every point can decide in which direction tiebreak is going to go. So I think it's a kind of a mentality of a lockdown. Okay, I'm present, I'm focused only on the next point, and I have to really think about, you know, clearly about what I want to do against, obviously, depending on who you're facing and a given opponent. It worked really well for me. I mean, I must say, I played a perfect tiebreak, 7-love. You know, every single point was perfectly scripted for me, so to say. Yeah, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think, you know, I was lucky that throughout my career, I have a very good and positive score in the tiebreaks, you know, and my opponents know that, and I know that, so I think mentally that serves me well. Coming into every next tiebreak, you know, I know I maybe have that mental edge, you know, so I try to use it.
Novak, you've been quite critical of yourself, I think, over the last 10 days and your performances, but you've only, you know, you're still here, you're in the semi-finals. How difficult is it going to be to try and lift your level over the next couple of days so that you can be at your best in a semi-final where you'll definitely face someone who's at least been to a Grand Slam final, if not won one? Well,
look, you know, you have to try to be at your best on a given day. You know, everything was going in the great direction, and then, you know, I stepped out on the court today, and probably part of me stayed in the locker room. I mean, that's how I felt, and that's how I played. But also credit to Karen for serving well, playing well, but, you know, I made so many unforced errors and just had a terrible start. But that happens, and the good thing about Grand Slams is that, you know, even if you lose the first couple of sets, you still have a chance to win. It's not the first match that I managed to turn things around. This kind of wins, you know, I think serve as a great confidence booster, you know, mentally, so also physically and emotionally for me. You know, it's important to win a match where you were losing or you were being down, and then you came back and won a match. So especially at the latter stages of a Grand Slam against the top players. Now I have a couple of days off, which is 2 days actually, which is good, I think, you know, to recover, to recuperate, recover all the energy, physical energy as possible, and then give it all on Friday. And you know, of course, it's a big success. You know, yeah, I am self-critical, but I'm also, of course, content with the result. You know, I have to be. You know, it's semifinals of a Grand Slam, and it's exactly where I want to be. So, you know, hopefully, I can have another win on Friday.